We are currently 24 weeks into a massive restoration project on Argonaut II with an original scope of work focused on replanking Argonaut's port side and replacing the stern stem and a section of the horn timber. In the last video, we closed up the port side, and today's video is about digging into the starboard bow in order to chase some of the last remaining rot beneath the waterline on the entire boat. Yeah, look at that. This is a follow-up project to the starboard side repair that I did in 2023 with Pete Stein, Rowan Schatz, and Quillen Hunt, where we did about 37 planks on the aft third of the boat. And I'm going to walk through a more typical repair, piecemealed from different projects that have happened in the last 10 to 15 years. My name's Nicholas, and I live aboard a 103-year-old historic wooden boat, Argonaut II, and I'm on a mission to build community around this boat to help out with an ongoing restoration and preservation of its history.
Toast, mid-morning pick-me-up.
Are those new pants, Miles?
Brandy new.
Tar them up on the Argonaut?
They are work pants. The little tag on them says, work can be tough.
If you've been following along since episode 3, where we almost sank the boat due to a sprung plank at the bow, we went through an emergency haul-out to perform a short-term fix by driving lags into the hood ends of the waterline planks. This starboard bow project is performing the correct repair that should last the long term. So I just want to reiterate that this has been a quick fix on the port side. I need to redo all the planking. There's a lot of rotting wood, especially up front. The big haul that I did last year with Pete was about 40 planks and 20 frames on the aft 2/3 of the starboard side. So up front here, beneath the sheathing, this still needs attention. And then if I can find the means to do it, the entire port side needs to be replanked as well.
It's so easy to get them up. Yeah, Miles got a cart full of super fun toys.
Is that gonna be your next investment, Patty?
A cart? I am gonna make a tool trailer. I'm gonna make a whole wood shop trailer.
Oh, well, this one was just coming right off.
Another one down. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this one's still alive. This is a job for the Burke Bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beauty.
And just like last time, after the planks were removed, we cleaned the old frames by removing all the old fasteners and then vacuumed the frame base to remove any wood chips and dust that was falling down into the bilge. Some of the frames up high were in similar condition to what we saw on the port side, and are choosing not to replace them in this go-around, and instead doing it properly, driving them down to the covering boards when we redo the deck in a future project. Let me take a moment to introduce you to a new friend, Joe, and a very dedicated volunteer who flew all the way from Florida to help out for the week.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm in from Florida helping Nick out for a week on Argonaut II. I learned about this boat through YouTube like most people and thought I'd like to help out. I'm retired, so I have time to spare, and this looked like a fun project to work on for a week. It's been a great week. I'm worn out. I don't know, I like the variety because there were just so many different things to do, from helping planking with the shipwrights to paying seams with bare to plugging holes with bungs. A ton of beautiful boats around here, not just Argonaut, but everywhere. And I've never seen this anywhere else. Very unique for anybody who likes boats.
Let's get it.
We use wedges to help press the new plank against the existing planks above. The planks are fastened with 3.5-inch galvanized screws. I'm passing. I received a lot of comments in the planking video about why we first install every other plank and then go back to install shutter planks, which are sandwiched by planks above and below them. Another frequent comment is why we are banging them in so tightly, and there are two main reasons. First, we steam bend the planks, which expands them quite a bit, and so they go in tightly. And then second, a shutter plank method serves to help with creating twists in the plank, eliminating the need for us to do so by hand. Let's take a look at why a shutter plank planking method helps control the twist of the plank as we put it into the boat. What a shutter plank is when you're putting a plank in between two existing planks. And we plank every other plank first in order to create shutter planks as we close up the boat. And the reason we do this is to help control the twist of the plank as we push the plank into its place. When putting a plank into the boat, there's 3 dimensions that we're trying to control. The first is the plank's curve upward and downward, inboard and outboard, and lastly the twist as the plank fits the curve of the hull. The reason why doing planks in shutters is easier is we only need to control for 2 of those 3, whereas the plank above and below the shutter plank helps to control for the 3rd. When we go ahead and plank, we have someone putting fasteners in at the hood end of the plank. And then someone down here is controlling, with their body weight, the ability to move the plank up and down, and outboard and inboard. So that's 2 of the 3 dimensions. And then we're pounding the plank into the boat between the plank above and below, and those serve as guides that help twist the plank into place as we drive it home. Up front is the bow of the boat that is angled inward a lot more dramatically than in the center of the boat, where the frames are almost straight up and down. The twist that exists forward versus midships can be quite significant. And so we're actually using the plank above and below to help guide the plank as it is driven home into the frame and controls that twisting. And so one person is controlling the up, down, out, and in, while the planks are doing the work for the twist.
That should be good, eh?
Grab it, dude.
So today is Thursday, April 16th, which means that it's Deb Kingsill's birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. Okay, you ready to really twist it? Send it.
Here we go, 1, 2.
Would be like Pete to be so proud. Love you, Pete.
Love you, Pete.
Yeah, we haven't talked about how much we love Pete lately.
Yeah.
And how handsome he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look who it is!
Hi.
Oh, dude.
How you doing, Rowan?
Good.
What's going on?
It's a beautiful day. I figured I'd take a break from corking.
Yeah, come hang out with us.
Yeah. Patty's like, he might not want to know.
Yeah, you might not want to know.
Little loop.
Just going in, up, in, doop, boop, boop, zip, zip.
Bang, bang. Go to happy hour. Gotcha.
Okay, you come out, Joe.
Yep.
Down. Down, 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 down. Up, up, up. Stop.
Look at that.
Alright, you got a mallet? I need a bang bang. Keep it coming. More. Can't you hit harder than that? Oh, yeah. Okay, you can drop down a little bit. Oh, yes. You getting this shot or what?
In the middle of this project, I partnered up with the Northwest Maritime Center and Port Townsend Brewing to host a happy hour event here in the Port of Port Townsend, and nearly 50 people showed up to talk about this project, take a tour of Argonaut, as well as walk around the yard to see many of the ongoing projects, including a quick visit with Patty, where he had his boat hauled out for a little bit of love and some fresh paint.
Pretty rad, pretty good. Gale cruise about 6 knots.
I want to take a moment to introduce you to the most amazing person in this boatyard. And that is Jen, who is the owner of Marina Cafe. And what I love about her is she not only feeds the entire yard, but also is the heart of the community, bringing people together, and is such a special person. She catered lunch for the event, and let me just show you how above and beyond she went.
Anyone needs anything, because I am still waiting tables too. This is Sawyer. You just ask him and he will take care. This is my dad, Wally. Anything you need, but I think it's all here. Help yourself.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Takaki, and I own the Marina Cafe here at Boat Haven. I love it, and I'm honored that people come in here and have my muffins and that they're my friends, and thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. I love it because the people. I love it because I do it all for the people, because I just love the community down here, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
I also want to share a big thank you to Guy, the owner of Port Townsend Brewery, for not only sponsoring the happy hour, but also being such a supporter of the maritime community here in Port Townsend.
Hi, I'm Guy Sands, owner of Port Townsend Brewing. We're down here in the port of Port Townsend. My son now is actually the head brewer. We're making some great beer. We've been here for almost 30 years. Come down and see us. We've got a beer garden and a couple bars here, and it's live music in the summertime. It's a fun place.
Crap out of here.
Yeah, it looks like it'll go.
Argonaut suffer on that. You know what I don't have is a hammer.
Yeah, we actually do need a hammer.
Want the hammer, Nick?
Wow, I haven't seen this side of Al before.
Okay. Get it in and twist it. You're back to stressing.
I'm stressing, yeah.
You were not stressing for a couple days.
Still a long list of things to do.
Dude, write it down on paper.
Should I get a whiteboard? Put it out front?
Yeah, or like a big piece of cardboard that everyone can read, you know?
That there was actually called the whiskey plank, which is the final shutter plank on the project. That was a big milestone, but on my mind was just how much more there is to do. First, before we get back into the water, and then also the projects that are going to take on that we can do once the boat has launched. But later that evening, we gathered some of our friends in the yard for a little celebration, having a cookout and enjoying some whiskey from Old Log Cabin, which is a local distillery in Seattle.
How's your day, Nick?
Great.
Because I guess those tin cans, they get pretty chilly on a cold night.
The Ryobi planer's nice because you can send the chips either way. So like if I want to send them right at you, then I can set.
I didn't know that.
It's like a squirt gun. I got my bungs here, and they're a bit thick of the stock in there on the base, so I can just make it nice and thin, and then I can just snap one off when I need it.
Great.
Little old shipwrights trick for you, YouTube.
Miles came up with the next shipwright's trick of finding the fastest way to fare down bungs. And while we were fairing the hull on the starboard side, Carl was helping out on the port side, paying seams with seam compound. Today is May 2, and I took a quick break from the Argonaut project to come up to Anacortes for a practice weekend. We're out sailing on a Beneteau First 24 named Volpertinger on Team Jackalope. The group of us are getting ready to participate in the Race to Alaska, which is hosted by the Northwest Maritime Center and is an unsupported, no-engine race from Port Townsend, Washington to Ketchikan, Alaska.
Joey Hendricks, father of 4, husband of 1, chief snacktician.
Hey, I'm Eric. I'm the skipper-ish. Brandon Eshelman, assistant to the regional skipper.
The race kicks off on June 14th, and if you want to follow along, I'll be posting on Argonaut's channel. Team Jackalope has their own Instagram channel, and of course, we're going to be putting a video together in a few weeks.
Can we look at how good Brandon looks right now?
Brandon almost looks good.
Yep. Alright, today we're going to head down to the engine room and start tackling some of the interior projects. There is a whole list of things that still need to happen inside the boat with systems and through hulls. The project that we're going to tackle today is removing a pump system that is associated with the engine that actually failed a couple years back. The pump started to leak, and since then the salt water has corroded a lot of the system and it needs to go. This pump was powered by the engine and ran either a raw water pump for a deck wash so I can wash off the decks of the boat, or you could route it to the forward or an aft bilge to use the engine to pump the water out. The reason this is important is if I ever had an electrical failure or whatever reason my electric system went down, I could still use the engine to pump water overboard. And if you remember, the engine is an air start, which means I don't even need electricity to turn the engine on. So should I be in some sort of emergency where I don't have power to the boat, I can use the engine to pump the water out. And the pulleys, I've since removed the belt that came off the power takeoff of the engine. We're looking at the forward half of the engine, which drives all my belts to my compressor and alternator. The routing of the pump is controlled by these 3 valves. This valve turns on and off the raw water intake, which is a through hull that brings seawater in to power my deck wash. And then I have a forward and aft bilge that will actually suck water from the bilge using the same pump, which was previously powered by the engine off of a belt that I've since removed. Today I have my friend Griffin with me, who actually also works on boats.
My name's Griffin. I've been working on boats for the last 14 years. Right now I captain a boat that's based in Spain, but I'm home for my 2 months off and came down to Townsend to help out with some friends.
We got most of the way through removing the pump before hitting a couple of barriers and going back to focus on the exterior of the boat. There is a lot of old equipment in the bilge that can be deleted, and we're going to spend some rainy days ahead digging through and cleaning out old bilge pumps, pulling out old firefighting systems, replacing hoses, and cleaning the bilge itself. And in the next video, I really look forward to introducing you to all kinds of wonderful volunteers who all have been coming down to Argonaut to get their hands dirty and to help this project along. And next, I'd like to introduce you to a different type of volunteer in a way, a wonderful artist from San Francisco who helped capture a vintage watercolor of Argonaut, who has donated both the painting and the rights to limited edition prints that will be in an online auction that is live today.
Hello, my name is Bruce Washburn. I'm a watercolor artist and I live and work near San Francisco, California. I took an approach where I was mindful of a painting of Argonaut that was done sometime in the middle of the 20th century, I believe. One that I wanted to, if not mirror, at least be to harmonize with the same spirit of a ship's portrait, not unlike the maritime art of the first half of the 19th century. It was informative and educational to follow this project, to learn more about Argonaut and its history, and to try to capture some of that history of its previous career as a missionary boat. And so as I continue to follow the Argonaut project, I hope to have more opportunities to depict it and think about it out on the water.
I'm excited to announce that we have another online fundraiser going live with an auction of all kinds of different materials and artwork derived from volunteers and fans of this project. And to bid on the items, I'll have a link in the description, and the auction's gonna last 2 weeks and help fund another big project that we're gonna do on Argonaut once the boat is back in the water. The fun part is it is still part of the matching campaign, and so for every dollar contributed, another dollar is matched to see the rest of this project through to its completion. In addition to more cutting boards, we also have a lot of really cool woodworking and artwork submitted by different volunteers and friends of this project. I hope everyone enjoys what's up on the auction. Next week, I have a really fun crew who is helping out as volunteers from the Northwest School of Wood and Boat Building, as well as some additional friends that I made here in the yard. As we move towards painting the boat, putting the propeller and cutlass bearing back on, and we're so close to getting the boat back in the water. And we are also so close into doing another big project before the summer begins. Thank you all for watching, and thank you everyone who's been contributing to this project so far. I can't believe how far we've made it, and I'm really excited to continue our progress, and I'll see you all next time.